Good morning. It is 6:15 in the morning. We're taking the bus for two hours or 2.5 hours. Then a boat for 20 minutes. And then we start our trek. I didn't sleep much, but let's get this started. We are going to Frances, which is the Italian camp. The view is incredible. Hold on. Can you see? In 2011 there was a fire and it affected 7% of the park, or 40,000 hectares. Quite a small percentage, but it's quite eerie to go through here because it's like all of this has been obviously like burned. There's more vegetation that has come, but obviously it used to be very wooded. Oh, I have to be careful walking. Okay, this is the bridge I have to cross, but it's very, very windy, so I'm not going to hold my phone and try to go across because I feel I'm going to lose my phone. We made it. Longer than expected, but we're here. I am currently in the shower, can you see? I really just want to massage my feet, my legs, my knees, my shoulders, have a hot shower, have a hot meal. Also, by the way, this is the first time that I am like camping out in the wild like this. This is pushing it a lot for me. It is 7:50 in the morning, I think. I think I slept combined 1 hour, maybe 2. I kept waking up every like 10 minutes or so. I was awake for long stretches because the wind was so intense. Also my head, look at this. I look like waking up in total darkness. Oh my god, it's no fun. No fun. We're gonna attempt to go to Mirador Britannico, and if we don't make that one, at least to the Frances viewpoint. I gotta say, it's still raining, so not very nice. We're off to, I think it's a 6-hour hike from here and back, and then we have another hour and a half or 2 or something to the next camp, so it'll be another full day. Let me just do this. So we're at the Frances viewpoint, and then I think we're going to continue to the Britannico, which is not an hour or an hour and a half. You can see the glacier behind me. Oh my god. This looks complicated. We made it. Here it's supposed to be 2.5 hours and we made it in 1 hour and 15 minutes. I think we also walked quite fast. so I wouldn't take that as a like guidance. I'm trying to film and walk in a riverbed, so this is a bit complicated. We are walking now we've done Británico, and now we're going to Cuernos. It is morning of day 3. It has rained all night, quite a lot. I don't know if you can hear it in the background. We are packing up our bag. It's not just about the rain, it's also about the fact that there are puddles everywhere. There's mud everywhere, super slippery. My thoughts of the day are, everything just really stresses you out. There's a lot of wind in the background, and sometimes it sounds like there's a helicopter approaching. Sometimes you hear things and you think like, is that a puma approaching? Because there are pumas here, but at least you have a roof over your head. Like the tent is holding up, and I was thinking like I had a nice dinner. I'm not hungry. My clothes were a bit moist, I would say, from all the moisture in the air, but it's not like wet and cold and everything. So it makes you really appreciate the fact that it's really humbling to be in a tent. And we're off. Okay, as you can see behind me, that is a massive river, which is obviously much bigger now that it has rained. And we arrived there and we couldn't pass. So we first tried to build a bridge with stones and stuff, but after 10 minutes of building a bridge with like 6 people, we still couldn't pass. So there's a guy, very adventurous, who went up into the trees and who managed to find a path. You had to hold on to the tree and step and then swing around the base of the tree to the other side of the branch. It's the adventure. It's fun. I am, by the way, super soaked. Like my shoes are still dry. These are my shoes, but my legs are cold. My rain jacket is no longer like tight, so I'm wet and I'm cold everywhere. But the adrenaline has given me a shot. So I'm very hot right now. Can you see the sun is coming out? What we did was to cross the river. It was very strong current and quite deep. So if you miss your step and you go in, you're gonna slip and then be dragged away. We walked a bit higher up and that was fine. But then we were met with a swamp. So we had to run through and all our shoes got wet again. So, I mean, it's nice, but at the same time you're like, give me a break, man. My tent. Okay, we have arrived at the camp. It was supposed to take us like 4 hours and it took us, I think, 5.5 or something. I don't know. My shoes are wet on the outside but not on the inside, but the stuff that's coming down is not rain, it's snow, because that's how cold it is. And that means that the cold is clinging to my wet shoes on the outside and seeping into my feet. Things are very, very cold right now. As you can see from the previous footage, it's snowing outside. So great. While we were inside in this supposedly common area that is basically a large laundry area where they had turned off the heat so nothing was drying, and we were there for like 2 hours or something. By the way, the shoes did not dry. I'm really, really, really glad tomorrow's the last day. Honestly, this experience has been a great experience, but I'm also super appreciative once again. I feel already very exposed to the elements, and I still have a tent above my head. Like, I'm in a campsite, it's all like secure and everything, and I still feel like it's very challenging for me. Anyway, I'm very tired. I'm gonna go to bed. So I'll see you guys tomorrow on the last day. Good morning. It is 8 a.m. As you can see in the background, it has snowed a lot. The temperatures are freezing, so the snow on my tent has formed to ice. See? We are in the middle of in winter, because how else do you describe this? This is supposed to be end of summer, but this to me is not end of summer. This is like pure winter time. Also, I have to stop filming because my hand is about to fall off. That's how cold it is. We've not packed our stuff. This is the mountain we would have seen if we had gone that way to the pass, but because it's snowing and wet and sludgy and dangerous, we decided we're just gonna go down and take a bus back to Puerto Natales. I'm really glad I did this trek. We've had everything from sunshine to super windy to rain to now snow and ice. We've lived through the 4 seasons in 4 days. I recommend. I think it humbles you a lot as well. It humbles you to the privileges that you have on everyday life. You know, everything just works. And here you're like, okay, I wake up in the middle of the night because it's -4 and I'm cold. That's something you underestimate when you're sitting in a comfortable house in the city, in London or wherever. Yeah, just something that makes me think and reflect.